So please, everyone, stand up for freedom. And most importantly, get in the best shape you can, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. You're in the fight for your life. And if you have children, you better start fighting for them real hard now. The free nation of America. Grow up again. It's a crime syndicate. Need any proof? Leaked Pandora records show how the powerful shield assets. The new report sheds light on how world leaders, powerful politicians, that's a curse word. Powerful politicians, not powerful politicians, egomaniacs, psychopaths, sociopaths, pathological liars. All right? Look at him. Him, her, whatever. Billionaires and others have used offshore accounts to shield assets collectively worth trillions of dollars. Hundreds of politicians. This is another curse word. This is profanity. Celebrities. What celebrity? Take it easy. Celebrity. And they're not celebrities, they're sellouts. They're all a bunch of scum sellouts selling us the vaxes. Like Bruce Springsteen. Bruce, piece of crap like all the rest of you. Just like you're selling Krispy Kreme donuts to get the vax. These little slime balls that work for the big corporations do what they're told. Religious leaders, yeah. Religious leaders. Religious phonies and drug dealers have been hiding. Oh, drug dealers? Oh, which one? Pfizer? Oh, AstraZeneca maybe. No. Yeah. Which drug deal are you talking about? Because that's all they are. So grow up, everybody. Big pharma. Big F you. They're drug dealers. Have been hiding their investments in mansions, exclusive beachfront properties, yachts, and other assets. Hey, great being on the Alex Jones Show. And as Alex just said, do what you can to support InfoWars. There's a lot of pressure going on, and they need your help. We all do. We're in this together. It's a fight for our lives. He mentioned RFK Jr., and when I was the speaker just before he went on at Ron Paul's War on Us conference this past September, and as RFK Jr. is walking off the stage, this is a guy whose father and uncle, JFK, were assassinated. And Ron Paul's War Against Us event was about the loss of our freedom. And as RFK is walking off the stage, he said, I will fight to my death with my boots on. And that's what we're in. We're in the fight for our lives. They showed you that cover of the Trends Journal. That was from January 28th, 2020. Coronavirus, 106 dead in China. And our next line was 1.4 billion still alive. What the hell are you telling me that 106 people died in China, the country of 1.4 billion? I'm really not good at math, but that adds up to nothing. We were the first to call this fraud out. It started on Chinese Lunar New Year. That's right, a week before that. I used to be on Hong Kong TV quite frequently in 2019 when the protests were going on in China, in Hong Kong. They didn't want the Chinese taking over. It's a whole different place. Whole different place. And under the agreement that the British made with them, millions of people marching. 1 million people marching against, and they couldn't stop them. 1 million people out of 7.5 million. Do the numbers. Think about it. 1 million taking to the streets out of 7.5 million. You can't get 1 million people out in America out of 332 million to protest. When I was one of the speakers down in Columbus Circle, down in New York City, about a month ago, against Warren Wilhelm Jr., a little piece of crap de Blasio's mandates, about 2,000 or 3,000 people showed up. 1 million people, they couldn't stop it. They couldn't stop the protests. Then the coronavirus hits China. Oh, and they show the guy walking down the street and dying like that. Remember that? In Yuan, the city of Yuan? Yeah, F-U-1, yeah. They lock it down. They lock down a couple of places. And they lock down Hong Kong. Boop. Finito. Finished. That was it. Passed a security law after that. Nobody could go protest. Over. China took complete control. Then they started calling this the COVID war. Yeah, showing all this junk. The COVID war. And we wrote, dumb enough to believe Bush's wars, dumb enough to believe the COVID war. And I wrote, just as they marched off to Mussolini, saluted Stalin, and annihilated Hitler, people marched off to the COVID war. It's heartbreaking what's happened. Heartbreaking. They are robbing us of our freedom. Alex was showing what's going on in Australia. You know, I've been making fun of that facha brute, that Gladys been jerking off, you know, that woman that was the premier. You couldn't make up an uglier piece of crap head than her, who was screwing this guy that was married. Yeah, there she is, Miss Facha Brute. Look at her. How could people be so damn stupid to take orders from her? Oh, I know. You're dumb enough to take them from Danny Andrews. No, you're sucked up to that arrogant little Gavin Newsom. One freak show after another. Oh, she quit. Because the guy that she was screwing the people out of their money too, doing a dirty deal with them. Get it in your head, everybody. These are not governments that are running our lives and ruining them. They're crime syndicates. Got it? They're crime syndicates that in America, yeah, look at that little piece of garbage. Warren Wilhelm Jr., a real junior. He took the name de Blasio so he could get the Italian-American vote. Look at the freaks running us. Just like they heiled Hitler, marched to Mussolini, and saluted Stalin. The people are going after us. It's a communist, fascist world. The people that decided to get vaccinated, fine, knock yourself out. Do what you want to do. But don't tell me I have to do the same. No, I'm not stupid. I write a weekly magazine that, last week was only 142 pages. I only have facts in there. But then you got a clown like little Lindsey Graham. You want to see how stupid the people are? They went after him because he's shooting his mouth off. Where is this thing? There it is. Republicans shout down Lindsey Graham. He was booed on Sunday after he said that people should consider taking the coronavirus vaccine. I think he also, look at this guy. How could anybody with a brain bigger than a pea listen to this piece of, hey, Lindsey, did you come out of the closet yet, Graham? The sloppy little craphead. Look at him. He goes, if you haven't got the vaccine, you should think about getting it, Graham said, because you're my age. He goes on. to say that he compares it to, where is this here? He compares it to the measles. Here. How many of you have taken measles shots? A measles brain. This is not that kind of vaccination, measles head. It's a gene therapy shot, the first ever injected into humans. We're going to take a break. Again, do what you can to support InfoWars. We're in the fight for our lives. Hey, great being on the Alex Jones Show. Yeah, show us your Vax papers. Another great cover by Anthony Frieda. And the swastika is with needles. That got banned from Twitter. Yeah, the free nation of America. Grow up again. It's a crime syndicate. Need any proof? Leaked Pandora records show how the powerful shield assets. A new report sheds light on how world leaders, powerful politicians, that's a curse word. Powerful politicians, not powerful politicians, egomaniacs, psychopaths, sociopaths, pathological liars. All right? Look at them. Him, her, whatever. Billionaires and others have used offshore accounts to shield assets collectively worth trillions of dollars. Hundreds of politicians. This is another curse word. This is profanity. Celebrities. What celebrity? Take it easy. Celebrity. And they're not celebrities, they're sellouts. They're all a bunch of scum sellouts selling us the vaxes. Like Bruce Springsteen. Bruce, piece of crap like all the rest of you. Just like you're selling Krispy Kreme donuts to get the vax. These little slime balls that work for the big corporations do what they're told. Religious leaders, yeah. Religious leaders. Religious phonies and drug dealers have been hiding. Oh, drug dealers? Oh, which one? Pfizer? Oh, AstraZeneca maybe. No. Yeah. Which drug deal are you talking about? Because that's all they are. So grow up, everybody. Big pharma. Big F you. They're drug dealers. Have been hiding their investments in mansions, exclusive beachfront properties, yachts, and other assets. The more than 300 current and former politicians. Yep. Pandora Papers, biggest ever leak of offshore data exposes financial secrets of rich and powerful. Got it, everybody? Got it? Rich and powerful. All we are plantation workers on the global plantation of Slavelandia. Do you remember when those scum picked the state? How about Witless Whitmer over there in Michigan? Oh, no, I like that guy DeWine. You're that guy DeWine in Ohio. No. I like that little wolf kitten over there, the little wolf puppy over there in Pennsylvania. How about Andrew? Harass meant a lot to him. Yeah. How about him? How about that other guy? You want to talk about a lot of dough and mansions everywhere? The arrogant little boy, Murphy, over there, that plays the governor of New Jersey. We're going to close down for 2 weeks. We're going to flatten the curve. Yes, sir. We're going to flatten the curve. 2 weeks goes into two. Look at him. You think this guy's so brilliant? He's a member of the gang. He's a member of the money mob. Look at him. Can't look at him, man. Woof. You want to talk about facha brute? 2 weeks. Flatten the curve. Remember that one? Goes into 2 months, 4 months, a year. Anyway, they exposed the secret offshore affairs of 35 world leaders, including current and former presidents, prime ministers, and heads of state. Heads of state. Scumbags that the morons follow. They also shine a light on the secret finances of more than 300 public officials and government ministers. Aren't those nice words? Government ministers. We're still in the feudal age. We're in the feudal age. Government ministers. Public officials. Official pieces of crap. Look what they're doing. Look at the trillions they're stealing. There they are. The little warmonger that all the little lowlives love. The murderous Barack Obama destroyed Libya, the richest country in Africa, where people had more rights and benefits than people in Europe, in many countries. Oh, you wonder why you got an immigration problem over there, a refugee problem in Europe. Gaddafi warned them before Obama got him killed. When he goes down, the country's going down. Doesn't even make the news anymore. They were stopping him. He made deals with Berlusconi and others that no one would come out of Libya. Then they were all flooding out of there. These are the murderers in charge. The facts are all here. An investigation based on one of the biggest ever leaks of financial documents on Sunday, October 3rd, exposed a hidden world of shielded wealth belonging to hundreds of politicians and billionaires. You got it? All we are plantation workers on the global plantation of Slavelandia. These lowlives, these cowards, liars, freaks, and fools, like a little nothing piece of crap, de Blasio and Murphy and Witless Whitney and DeWine. How could people listen to these jerks off over there telling them what to do? You are not essential. You are a little piece of garbage. Walmart, that's essential. Costco's essential. Yeah, fun, huh? Essential. There he is, little Ford Fauci, a little clown. Look at him. Look at him. Nationals. A national piece of garbage. Look at him. Look at him. Fraud Fauci telling us what to do. The lying little freak who was on CBS telling us not to wear masks because they were worthless. Emails saying to Obama's, I think it was a head of one of his departments over there, going to the airport, you don't have to wear a mask, they're useless. And now he's telling us. Anyway, going back to it, you can see who's running and ruining our lives. You don't pay your taxes in full, boy, they go after you. Hey, you didn't make a full stop at that stop sign. Or like the COVID cops in Australia beating people up for going shopping. But for the bigs, whoop, they're in charge. They got a free ride. They steal, they rob. Little Tony Blair. How can you, boy, what a murderous little clown worth millions and millions and millions and millions in mansions. That's right. You see what's going on? No. Look at him. Look at that arrogant little craphead. Do you imagine him fighting? But they send other people, like Obama sends people to go fight. Anybody that goes send people to go fight in war, lead the charge or shut your mouth. Lead the charge or shut your mouth. I can see little Chucky Schumer in a fight. Oh, yeah. Couldn't fight his way out of a paper bag. But they're just fighting to destroy our lives. And if we don't unite, we're finished. Again, InfoWars stores, buy their products. We need all the support we can get in our fight for freedom. You can see how they're stealing it from us. They're stealing our money. time we have left here. The markets today were down some 550 points. Now they're down around 280. The equity market is overvalued. The stock prices are where they were in 1999, 2000 bust, the dot-com bust. And I was the first magazine, the Trends Journal, to call the dot-com bust. It's there in black and white. In October 1999, I said it would crash by the second quarter of 2000, and it did. March. And by the way, the NASDAQ had lost 66% of its value just before we went to war against Afghanistan. When all else fails, they take you to war. We were in a deep recession. Markets were crashing. Fed bailed out the banksters when the Afghan war began. 9/11. Right after 9/11, start pumping dough in, artificially propped up the markets. They're doing it again with the COVID war. Inflation. Go to Rich Dad podcast, Robert Kiyosaki, that I did on his show in the beginning of September. I nailed this inflation as I have since a year ago. That little Fed chairman, Jerome Powell, was lying, saying it was temporary. They know that it's not temporary. They're not stupid, and they are the top criminal bankster gang. They're not dumbbells. They're saying it was temporary because why are the markets going down? Why did the markets just have the worst September since March of 2020 when the COVID war began and the markets were crashing? Because they're going to raise interest rates. When they raise interest rates, the monetary methadone that these money junkies need, that they get for almost nothing, starts to dry up. The housing bubble, boom, when interest rates go up. Commercial real estate, finito. They're going to have to raise interest rates. You're looking at the Turkish lira, you're looking at one currency after another hitting new lows. Under the pressure, they don't want to raise interest rates over there in Turkey because they know what will happen. When interest rates go up, it costs more to borrow money, the economies crash. End of story. Inflation. Look at oil prices. Do you think any of these politicians know how much it costs to pump gas into their car? Or any of the billionaires and trillionaires that are screwing us all the time? They don't have a clue. Brent crude just broke above $81 a barrel. We are seeing a replay of the panic of '08. When the markets crashed in '08, oil was on its way up to $100 a barrel. Inflation is real. This thing's going to go down big and hard. When all else fails, they take you to war. And they're going to do it again. Again. Just as people were dumb enough to march off to Bush's wars, dumb enough to follow the COVID war, and dumb enough to believe the media that sold them the wars. Where's that quote from that general over there? Here it is. U.S. lost the 20-year war in Afghanistan, top U.S. general says. It is clear, it is obvious to all of us that the war in Afghanistan did not end on the terms we wanted with the Taliban in power in Kabul, said General Mark Miley, chairman of the U.S. Joint Chiefs of Staff, told the House Armed Services Committee. All right. There we go. I was the first to predict we'd lose it, and I got banned from all the media for saying it. And they did that movie back in 2014 with Doris Roberts, who played the mother of Everyone Loves Raymond. The guy playing me, Andrew Costa's on the phone. Yeah, you tell your producer we're going to lose the Afghan war. I just went on Oprah, the Today Show, Good Morning America, everybody all the time. Gone. You're either with us or with the terrorists. They're going to take us to war again. You look at the headline over here in today's Wall Street Journal. China puts pressure on Taiwan with surge in military flights. Beijing flew 93 military sorties near Taiwan over 3 days as China celebrated its National Day holiday. Its largest such prodding in the past year, prompting the U.S. to warn against what it called provocative military activity. Because the United States is now selling Taiwan more armaments for the military-industrial complex to get rich. So, if the U.S. lost the 20-year war against Afghanistan, according to the top U.S. general, you'd think they could beat China? How dumb could you be? All they're doing, you saw the new budget that they put out, the Democrats, again, a crime syndicate, Democrats and Republicans, Repulsivekins. How could anybody with a brain look up to a little Lindsey Graham, a Mitch McConnell, a Dianne Not-So-Feinstein, a Nancy Pelosi, a little Chucky Schumer? They passed a $778 billion defense budget to enrich the military-industrial complex after losing the Afghan war. It's a takeover. All we've become are plantation workers on the global plantation of slave land here. Support InfoWars, support the truth. And if you want to read history before it happens, see where the markets are going, Bitcoin, everything, gold, we've been calling it oil, on the money. The Trends Journal. History before it happens. Trendsjournal.com. So please, everyone, stand up for freedom. And most importantly, get in the best shape you can. Physically, emotionally, and spiritually. You're in the fight for your life. And if you have children, you better start fighting for them real hard now. See you next week.